But rap. I want to listen. I didn't name every artist on purpose, right? There's a lot people you won't keep to sneak. It's a lot of folks that I didn't name. Dwayne Wiggins, who's been responsible for Zendaya, who's been responsible for her. Who else did we name? Been responsible. Kehlani coming to the forefront. But I still don't believe that the world realizes the impact of MC Hammer.
That's facts.
I know the world does not realize the impact of MC Hammer. What can you speak to on that rap?
Hammer took the brunt and bruises for us to have fun. Like Hammer, in the time where gangster rap existed, Hammer was having fun. He was dancing. By the way, he's a street dude. Like he's very tough. Don't nobody want to see Hammer for sure. But Hammer was disrespected for having Taco Bell commercials. Like Hammer was the scapegoat that they called the sellout for everything that these dudes try to do now, where they really doing corny stuff to get that done. Hammer did it organically. He did it with his dance moves. He believed in himself. Like Hammer took half of East Oakland on the road. It's people that still live in homes from doing errands for MC Hammer. Like they still own homes for just being an errand boy. So Hammer took the hairdressers with him. Hammer took everybody with him. He's a different kind of individual, and I don't think that there'll ever be another one. Just somebody so selfless. Like, and then you hear these lines, you hear Nelly say, blow 30 mil like I'm Hammer. You just hear these different, and it's like, but first of all, I want to say this too. He's a tech guy too, so he's doing well. Don't what I'm saying? Don't get it twisted.
Well, we had a conversation. Hammer was in Silicon Valley in the 90s.
Early.
Silicon Valley startups, all these companies were coming to Hammer for consultation on how to market their products and make them cultural compatible. Since the 90s.
I like that.
Okay, go ahead, Rab. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, and just everything about Hammer, from the Little League baseball teams, like people don't know how much that, like if you talk to somebody that's around 40 and younger, they're going to tell you they probably played with one of Hammer teams. Like, so just those type of things. And then he get flack for people say he bought the police helicopters, right? I don't know how much that is true versus he just made a donation to somebody to help what he thought was helping his community. Like, we speaking from the mind frame of now where people talking about defund the police and all of that stuff. Only thing he knew was he wanted to help his community.
Word.
So whatever he did, it wasn't with bad intentions. Like he was trying to lock people up or nothing like that. So, but Hammer, man, legend. Salute to Hammer, man.
That's 100%. That's 100%. And I will say this personally. I've said this to Sway. I said it on the show. I said it to Hammer when we had the opportunity to sit down and talk to him. It was our ignorance. I believe at a time you looking at hip hop in the 90s, so heavy East Coast bass. It's baggy clothes, it's Timbs. Wasn't nobody really doing all that dancing and moving around and talking about praying, and it just seemed so commercially and all these different things, and it was just that closed mindset. And I'm talking about the people who thought California was all the same. Right. Oakland, LA, all of it was just California. It was ignorance. It was pure ignorance. And I'm sorry, go Sway.
No, finish your thought, because I'm just listening, because you taking me back to that time period, and the ignorance was perpetuated. The ignorance was marketed, right? What Hammer was doing was so against the grain that it didn't benefit the record companies that pushed the artists that was doing the opposite of Hammer. And so it's true. The ignorance was it was calculated. Hammer's, I want to say, Please Hammer Don't Hurt 'Em album, 18 million.
That time.
Well, not only that,
18 million.
It's also a bigger issue than what we talk about. Like, it's at that time, it's also due to a lack of travel and no experiences. So you don't know what East Oakland is. East Oakland what does that mean? You don't realize this man is bringing his people on the road, which is no different if you're a rapper or artist from Brooklyn or Jersey. You bringing your people on the road. But for some reason, it doesn't compute to you the same way because you ain't been nowhere.
That's crazy that y'all saying this, because part of No Vultures is like, what you wasn't here, Heather, when I said it, but humanizing, right? So both sides. I heard Search on one of these interviews talking about Hammer and how that happened on Gas Face. Like Hammer got the worst part of Gas Face.
Fact.
They said something about Hammer and went back to it and said something else. So it's like you got people attacking him, even people from his own city. You know, Short got bars about Hammer, but I always write that off too. To all these guys was under 30.
Oh,
It's the
yeah.
arrogance
They
and
was
the cocky
youngsters,
for
man.
being
So
in the 20s. Yeah.
like even the third base situation. When you hear Search explain it, you know, he said it was more of his partner, but even at that point, they was young. Yeah, he snitched on me. He snitched on
Damn. Ooh, this podcast, boy.
The other thing is, Heather, Hammer was spiritually grounded.
Yes,
That part.
very
Right? Let's talk about the spiritual aspect. And what he was doing and what he was trying to do was not financially profitable to what was being signed at that time. Spirituality. You're going to teach these niggas spirituality. That's what you're going to rap about. You're going to try to bring people together. That's why we pray. Pray.
dope
Nah,
song.
man, we can't let that happen because all this other stuff we want to perpetuate on the community over and over and over and over and
Agendas.
over again. Might not. It might get discounted or something to that effect. So salute to MC Hammer.
Yeah,
Salute
love
to
the
him.
Hammer.
Love you, brother. That story is gonna be told,
Man.
And I know he got some stuff in the can. He told me.
Hammers. So for all of these guys who thought Hammer was some kind of pushover, I just want y'all to know Hammer's career was funded by the biggest drug dealer in Oakland at the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, you know,
You don't want to say the name?
shout out to Lil D, man.
Okay.
Shout out to Darryl Reed, man. Was pardoned by President Obama after 28 years.
And then he turned his whole
life around.
His whole life around.
Yeah.
He's totally for the community on the streets,
Love it.
talking to kids. He'll be there tomorrow at Two Shorts.
Yeah.
Street
He'll
naming.
be there, for
Yeah.
sure.
And but go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I was just saying, like, you know, he told me a story of leaving, giving Hammer $500,000 on accident. You know, at the beginning of his career. You know,
D-boy
and it
contract.
wasn't even a D-boy contract. It
Oh.
was a gift. So he intended to give him, I think, 100 or 200,000. He gave him the wrong bag.
Tracy tried to make Hammer a D-boy contract.
I'm listening.
So they literally chased the bus down and got the bread back and did the right thing. But just stuff like that
Yeah.
to let you know that Hammer was a great example for the kids, by the way, because he never sold drugs and he worked hard. Like he worked for the A's. He was
sweated.
a ball boy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So shout out
Salute
to
to
Hammer.
Hammer.
Salute.
Give it up for Lord Rab, our special guest today. He didn't know he was going to be on the
That
mic.
passion,
Yo,
yo.
he was just coming to bring his beautiful daughter, Malay, over
Happy
there. She's
birthday.
celebrating her 16th birthday
Shout out to
tomorrow.
Malay.
And he just brought her to New York, just doing daddy-daughter things.
Yeah.
Happy birthday to my brother, too. Darryl,
Word?
by the way. Yeah, his birthday today.
Happy
In
birthday.
H-Town. What up, Jet? Happy
Okay.
birthday, Jetta.
And make sure, happy birthday, Jetta. Make sure you follow Lord Rab on his podcast network.
Give it out, Rab. That's your
That's you,
cue.
that's your cue,
Oh,
Rab.
no
Yeah,
vote.
you've
No
been
vote.
doing this for a minute, girl.
No,
Come on.
I heard the music.
Okay.
I thought you had nothing left to say. But
I'm going to let you say it today. Go ahead.
yeah.
man.
But follow me on No Vultures all across the board. Lord Rab all across the board. We dropping new interviews. I got some new stuff coming out, man. That's gonna be pretty dope, man. Got Danny Glover coming up, so that's gonna be huge for me, you know. And I want to say this too. Shout out to Danny Boy, because Danny Boy gave me my first interview that did 2 million.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So Danny Boy told some stories that was incredible. Like,
Nice.
and just he damn near had me viral.
I mean, 2 million is
Danny Boy.
That's viral.
Yeah, Danny Boy talked about, he said something about Suge Knight told him he should have came out the closet sooner.
Years ago.
He should have been the first one to do it. You know,
He says, you letting Lil Nas X beat you to the punch? So Suge is still Suge.
Suge is still Suge. You got the clip. It's one of the clips that yeah.
Wait,
You have,
Danny Boy came out?
Yeah.
Where was I?
you have-
Where would I be? I missed it. I was in a happy hour.
Happy.
Oh,
You
sorry.
have Frank Ocean.
Lil Nas X.
You have Lil Nas X.
Yeah, he cute too.
And those kind of guys.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
What?
Like,
I'm mad. I feel like I came
You
out
too
quick.
late?
I came out too quick. The fuck?
That's what I was really asking you. Like, nigga, you fucked up. You should have been came on with that
I
shit.
should have. When I talked to Suge about this shit, Suge called me on the phone. He's like, "Yeah." I said, "What's up?" He said, "What's up with this gay shit?" I said, "What you mean?" He's like, "Shit, you could have told me." I say, yeah, right. So he started laughing. He was like, Danny boy, how the fuck you let Lil Nas X? He say, man, tell all them people about your shit.
Damn.
Don't nobody give a fuck about you gay. He say, man, kiss all them motherfuckers. He say, kiss them motherfuckers and make them know.
There it is.
Wow.
Yeah,
Danny
so
boy, that's
yeah.
interesting, man. Hey, congratulations,
Thank
Rap.
you,
No
thank you,
vultures.
thank y'all, man. Thank y'all.
Thank you for Gabriella Wilson, a.k.a. her, for coming by. Check her out on
Yeah.
Beauty and the Beast.
December 15th,
Disney Plus, Heather is headed towards Urban View. Hit her up at
the happy hour, WHB.
Tracy G.
At It's Tracy G, ITSTRACYG, everywhere. Say what up.
Salute to my man J Period. You can follow him at J Period BK. He was our special guest DJ. To my niece Malay, there is nothing in this world you can't accomplish. If you can see it and you believe in you, everything you want will come your way. Work hard towards it. Don't get distracted. You're 16 now. So this is your sweet 16, you know. So more of your life will be in your hands. You'll be highly protected by your amazing parents. Your mother is a queen. She has superior wisdom, and her savvy is incredible. Her insight, her intuition. And for her to be able to maintain and sustain your dad, you know she's a powerful one.
Come on now.
Too powerful.
You know she's a powerful woman. Okay, but your dad has undergone a lot. You know your dad's story. Your dad been through a lot, right? And look who he is, how he's elevated over all of these things, these pitfalls, these obstacles, these distractions that society have put on a black man, right? And your dad has been able to maintain, sustain, and elevate. Ty, move out the way so I can look at my niece. Your dad been able to elevate. And look what he's doing now. He's bringing more opportunity to people in the Bay and otherwise than most places. You're not getting these opportunities anymore. And your dad is providing for them. So salute to your dad and salute to your uncle, my cousin Clee, you know, for all that he's about to do. It's incredible. He's been a part of this movement, the inception of this movement.
Man, it wouldn't be no movement without him.
It would be no movement without Cousin Clee. And so we celebrating Cousin Clee as well.
Yes.
And thank you to our citizens. I'm at Real Sway across the board. I'm headed to the Bay. We'll be back next week. Also look for that Mount Westmore conversation we had with Pandora and here on Shade 4-5. Make sure you go to Sway's Universe. That Lecrae freestyle is up. That Ab Soul conversation is up as well. The mayor of L.A., Mayor Karen Bass. We had a conversation with her. That'll be up today. Papa J. Make sure y'all go check it out. Stay on the right side of positivity. And citizens,
We have nothing left to say.
Stay on blue. I'm just trying to stay racked up like you.
Put an 8 in a 1 and do magic. Tryna stretch hair on like elastic. Eco-friendly drug dealer, I don't waste no plastic. Use all 4 corners of that baggie. All I ever wanted was a bankroll. So I pull up on Champ before the bank close. Say no to stank hoes and stank clothes. No paramedic pimpin', nigga, we don't save hoes. Yeah, rest in peace to Lil